Hi everyone, and welcome to the spring semester of EDUC 3313. I am Dr. Crystal Jensen. I will be your professor for this course for the entire semester. We go through the first week of May, so we have 16 weeks together, including a spring break. And I am really looking forward to working with you. I have spent a significant amount of time over the break reworking the course into a module format for you, and so I'm hoping that'll work well. Please know that I have several different sections of this course. One is I have one hybrid course, which is 3313.5. That's my Ardmore students. And we will be meeting 5 times in person at the Ardmore campus. And then the rest of my sections, I have the outlying centers such as McAllister, Idabel, Grayson, and then 3 sections of internet only. So that's 6 extra sections of online only students. And but pretty much you will have the same content in both of the courses. I did split them out in Blackboard, so that will hopefully be clear for your assignments and that sort of thing, but the content will be much the same. So this video will be used for all sections, as well as like the course calendar and that sort of thing. The syllabi are different because we have face-to-face meetings. So I am looking forward to working with you all. The purpose of these videos, and I will be doing at least one video per module, more if you need it, is to give you a little bit more of a personal contact in terms of the instruction. For those of you who are fully online, I know it's sometimes difficult when you're out there on your own and not really being able to connect with folks. So I also am going to be assigning you learning partners, and so that was very helpful last semester and should be helpful for you this semester. But I will also be doing these videos for you. For those of you that are fully online, I also am really considering and planning on doing a few live or synchronous sessions via our Big Blue Button, just so that you get used to using that technology and teaching and learning in that technology as well. So you'll definitely need that going forward, especially in Oklahoma. So to get started in this video, I want to walk you through what is in your first module, the Getting Started module, and you are all logged in. First, you're going to notice on this left side that we have a table of contents, and as I create these different tools here, it automatically gives you a table of contents. And so we're just going to go down Roman numeral 1 all the way to Roman numeral 9 is how many we have this time. So everything that you need to know with getting started is going to be in this section. The first one is your instructions, and so you can go ahead and click on that. And I'm sorry, that link, usually if they're underlined, that's when the link is active. So the instructions are right here. Welcome to EDU 3313 spring semester, and it just kind of tells you what to do going forward with this module. There is a getting started video. That's going to be this one here. You're going to click on that, and that will walk you through, or that will play this video for you. And once it's finished, I will upload it there. Number 3 is your syllabus. So here it says hybrid. This is the hybrid course that I just that happened to be opened or have clicked on, and so, but you, those of you that are fully online, yours will say online or internet syllabus. Okay, so when you click on that, it will download, and I'll just show you here. It opens right in my browser, and so this is the Ardmore syllabus. It outlines our dates that we're going to meet. Here's our face-to-face meetings, our Thursdays from 4:30 to 6:30. This is a standard syllabus for the EDUC department. I've just adapted it for my courses, and I'm going to walk you through just the key parts. You have your prerequisites here. Hopefully you've taken those. Here's the course meetings and the catalog description. So these are all, again, pretty standard. I'll let you read through that. I created a table of contents for you to make it a little bit easier. This should be hyperlinked for you, and or at least you know where to find the pages and the items that they're on. It's an 11-page syllabus, and so I know that's a lot, but it's better for you to have more information than less, and I don't like there to be any surprises. So here's our conceptual framework. You should be getting used to that terminology. Most of you are juniors or seniors. And then here's your course goals. Here's what our goals are for this class. They're based on the 6th standard of ISTE, International Society of Technology Educators. Their standards, which are the NETs for teachers. They have NETs for students, they have NETs for administrators, coaches, etc. Ours are the NETs for teachers that we're going to be using. I'm very fortunate to say that Dr. McClanahan, which many of you know, she's in the Ida Bell campus, and I had a presentation accepted for ISTE in Denver at the middle of this year. So we're going to go present some work on that. Course objectives. Here's your technology component. Okay. NCATE has now morphed into CAPE, so we're slowly transitioning over that terminology as well. We're going to be going through accreditation this year and next year. Here's your portfolio component. That's important. No grade will be issued into the class until all of your artifacts and reflections are added to your chalk and wire portfolio. That is an important step for you, so make sure that you're staying on top of it. I've tried to gear the assignments this semester so that you have plenty of time to not only finish the assignments but also write those reflections, because all 5 of your artifacts are going into the portfolio this time. Okay. Here's your performance activities, the things that you're going to be doing. And I will have a presentation on smartboard technology for those of you that are in internet classes. We will record that and make that available to you. So I'm going to invite, she's a certified smartboard trainer that's become a friend, colleague of mine. So she'll come and present in Ardmore. We'll record it and make that available. So even though the internet students won't be there in person, you'll get the benefit of the video. Course materials, there is no textbook required. I'm looking at adopting a textbook for next semester in the fall, but for now you are not required to purchase a textbook. I will provide all the materials you need via PDF or electronic format. I will suggest several books that you can buy. There's a couple that I'm really liking right now. Just overall digital citizenship and overall just solid technology integration to use as a resource. But those are just recommended at this point, not required. Software, we are going to be using Microsoft 365 and Google Apps for Education. Make sure you have both of those accounts going, and that will be part of your assignments. Make sure you have your computer updated. That's the most important thing. You have a high-speed computer or high-speed internet connection, a computer that's able to process in an online format, so has a fast enough processor and enough of a hard drive to store the documents you need, and then also allow you to participate in online meetings. That's critical. Okay, and most of you should be near or have a internet high-speed connection, but if not, you're near. Make sure that you can quickly get to a campus for virtual meetings. And so there are some issues we need to resolve at some of the sites about making sure that you can access our big blue button and that sort of thing, but we can talk about those as the semester goes on. Of course, you have your Blackboard learning management system that you should be well versed in at this point in your college career. Make sure that you're backing up your data, either in an online cloud service. I use Backblaze, which is just under $5 a month, and it's been a godsend and a real wonderful source of security for me. Or there's Carbonite, and then there's also Google Drive, but you have to manually drag your files there. Carbonite and Backblaze automatically, silently back up your hard drive without you even thinking about it. So that has saved me a few times. And then of course, you have to have a reliable computer with internet access. It doesn't have to be brand new. And you probably could fully operate in this course with a tablet or a Chromebook, like an Apple iPad or a Microsoft Surface even. But you do definitely need to have some sort of computing device that has high-speed internet capabilities and computing abilities. It doesn't have to have a big hard drive, because you're able to back up to the cloud, which is meaning you're using the internet to connect to somebody else's computers and storing it there, like Google. Definitely have standards integration. Hopefully you've seen those, at least the in-task standards, which we're using, and I've aligned your assignments and projects to you. And then you may not have seen the ISTE standards before. By the time you leave here, you're going to be very comfortable with those. And I could probably rattle those off in my sleep at this point. So here are some additional resources for you. These will not only help you in this course, but your educational and professional career. So there's APA, there's Big Blue Button videos to help you with that, Blackboard, Google Apps for Education, great tutorials, in-task standards, ISTE standards, Microsoft 365. So just, the core resources that you'll need for this course. Course grading, it's pretty standard. There's no surprises here. I want you to be successful. I would love to give you all very high grades, and I want you to succeed in my class. That honestly makes me feel successful as a professor if I'm supporting you to achieve at your highest capability. So that's my intent. And so here's our course grade. So rounding to the next level is not automatic, and I definitely use my discretion there. If I see that you're making an effort and you're trying and you've been pleasant and professional, and so you end the semester at an 89%, I certainly can use my discretion to round that up to a 90, which would be the difference between an A and a B. So as long as you're doing your best in every regard, academically, personally, professionally, and trying your best to be a good student in all regards, if you were, 0.5% away from the next grade level, I could certainly use that discretion. Okay. Please make sure that you have uploaded all your documents. It's actually to your Chalk and Wire portfolio, not the Google Drive, and I'll edit that. Here are the different components. We'll have short little quizzes at the end of the module just so that I make sure that you got the key parts. You have your projects, you have assignments, you have in-class activities, and much of those are discussion boards, whether they're synchronous or asynchronous. Your attendance, so for the hybrid course, when we're meeting face-to-face, your attendance is critical. We only have 5 meetings, you have to be there. And I will dock your grade for lack of attendance, for sure. And then for the online students, your attendance in the discussion board and full participation in the discussion board is your attendance. So grading scale is standard, 90 to 100 is an A, 80 to 89 is a B, and so on and so forth. Your project components, here are the 5 projects you're responsible for as a result of this course. You're going to have a 1-page digital citizenship lesson plan, a multimedia presentation of that lesson plan. That could be PowerPoint or other. And you're going to have a brochure, you're going to have an instructional tutorial video similar to this one, but you're also going to have a scripted interview component. And so I will tell you more about that. I've actually switched up the projects this semester and tried to make them more innovative and more what you'll actually need in the classroom and as a professional going forward. So if you talk to my students last semester, you'll see there are some differences, and I spent a lot of time doing that, but I think it'll help you in your education and career, which is why I did it. And then you have a website. So we're going to talk about, I think all of these projects are going to be fun for you. I know my students really enjoyed the projects last semester, and I got feedback that they all learned a lot. And so that's exciting, and I think you're going to enjoy it. I hope so. This is my favorite class to teach, and so hopefully that'll come through. All right, and then your overview, kind of the details, the granular of what's due when. You have your Getting Started module, here just M, and it's 10% of your grade, and all of the components in this module are due by next Saturday at 11:59. So at 11:59 by next Saturday, you're going to have all of the requirements. You have a quiz, you have a couple of accounts to create, etc. So all of your assignments are due on the Saturday of the week assigned. So for example, Module 1, your digital citizenship lesson plan, is going to be due week 4, which happens to be the Saturday at 11:59. It's February 6th, 2016 at 11:59. That's a Saturday. These are all Saturdays here. And so this is the week they're due. I'm going to stick by these deadlines very strictly because we have 5 projects to do, and these aren't soft projects. These are definite projects that you're going to have to put some thought and some work into, and so I don't want you to get behind. And also, if you are needing help, I want to make sure that we have plenty of time to do that. Okay? So you also have discussion board collaboration, electronic communication, Blackboard. That's going to be ongoing. 15% of your grade is that, and then your attendance and active participation, your account tracker, that's going to be 15%. So hopefully those will help your grade, but everything else will be 10%. Okay. Each one of the modules, I don't give tests in here, each one of the modules have little quizzes at the end, again, just to point out or highlight the key important parts. Okay, so diversity components, we do cover students with cultural and linguistic diversity, behavioral and other exceptionalities, and so other diversity issues. That's one of my key areas of research and learning, and we do cover those here. Okay, and then professor and student class policies and protocols. Here's your attendance policies. You have to be at every class. If you know, old adage, if you don't show up, you can't get the information. And even if you get it after the fact, it's not the same. And that's for the students in internet classes, same thing. If you go back and try to redo a discussion board from 4 weeks ago, the information is just not as relevant and timely as if you would have done it when it was at the top of the list. Okay. I will respond promptly. I'm generally very good with responding to emails, texts. You can text me, whatever. The one thing is I don't want you to just sit there and stew about something. So if you have issues or concerns, you've had a major life event that was unexpected, then please get to me right away. Don't wait until it's kind of like if somebody was in an accident. You don't want to sit there at the side of the road and let them be in whatever trauma when somebody could be helping them. So call me right away or contact me right away. Here's your student protocols. Be competent, committed, and ethical. That's the motto for our department, and it's true. Be competent, do the work at the best of your ability, be committed, follow through, do it on time, be ethical, and do the right thing, okay? So always check your email. I will respond to you right away. If I haven't responded to you in 24 hours, you should contact me again because something went wrong. And I didn't get the email, I missed the communication somehow, something, but contact me if you don't hear from me within 24 hours. Upon receipt of graded work, also make sure that you're writing your reflections and posting those, okay? If you're coming to class, dress professionally. And you don't have to wear a full suit, but you know, certainly dress like you're going to an important meeting, because you are. If you want to invite guests to class or whatever, please just contact me and let me know so I don't have any surprises. All right, that's the main thing. I don't like surprises. So please do not email your assignments to me. Everything needs to go into the assignment tab, turn-in tab that I will give to you on Blackboard. I get a lot of email and doing a lot of projects, etc., and a lot of committees. So I don't want to lose your communication because you all are the most important to me in all the things that I'm doing. You all are the most important for sure. So I don't want to lose anything. Late assignments, I do not accept late assignments. So if there is a major accident, unforeseen emergency, and you need to be able to qualify that to me that it was an unforeseen emergency, please don't plan a major life event in the middle of the semester. I've had that happen already. So please don't plan a major vacation on week 11, okay, or week 15 when you're probably going to need to be finishing your assignments. So be committed to this course and your other courses for the next 16 weeks. And if life happens, because it does, I've been there. I had my mom pass away at the first day of my last semester of my doctorate program. And so it happens, I know, but please don't do anything that you can schedule at another time, okay? Discussion boards. So it's very important I had extremely good, very good participation in discussion boards last semester. I was so happy. It was amazing. And that was a lot of the positive feedback I got, is all of the students really appreciated just the collegiality and collaboration in those discussion boards and how much they learned. So that really is, I mean, you'll get a lot from me, but really you're getting a huge value. That's the benefit of going to a university, is you get to learn from each other as well as the professor. And some of my fellow students and colleagues have been some of my best teachers. So really use that discussion board for your benefit. And here's your discussion board rubric. Here's what I'm going to be looking for, and it's worth 25 points. Each posting or each module, you'll have a 25-point discussion board rubric. Okay. Here is your different candidacy portfolio artifacts in detailed, what you're going to be doing this semester. And then I've also gone and I've aligned them to the ISTE standards and the InTask standards. So for example, Artifact 1, your digital citizenship lesson plan. Here's how it correlates to your InTask standards, your teaching standards for Oklahoma. And then here's how it correlates to your ISTE net standards, your technology standards, okay? And if you got a 3 on that assignment, here's what you would have looked. Here's what that means, here's what a 2 means, and here's what an unacceptable or a 1 means. If you get a 0, you just didn't do it. But if you did something and it wasn't what, even near I needed to, it was under a C, it was a D or an F, it would be unacceptable. Acceptable would be like a C to a B, target is A. Okay. And I've done that for all of your artifacts. So this should help you writing your reflections as well. Okay, these are the standards that you'll include in those reflections for your chalk and wire portfolio. Okay, here's a little bit more of a breakdown too. So went through the different InTask standards, and so the standards that I didn't cover up here are covered in here. Here's 1, here's 2, and the different assignments that you're going to be using to address those InTask standards, to give you a little bit more information for your reflections. Okay, here's some more on the university and school policies. Of course, no academic dishonesty. Make sure that there's no cheating or plagiarism. Every university's had that happen. I'm pretty good at catching that, especially because so many of our projects are unique. So if I see some repetition and I have different programs I can run it through to check for repetition, then I will have to report it. So please don't put me or yourself in that position. If you have any exceptionalities, disabilities that we need to work with, please report those to me, and then we can get you help through our disabilities coordinator. Okay, and that includes if you have counseling needs, maybe you're going through a difficult time at home, something's happening, we can get you support to make you or to help you be successful in this course. Okay, so that's an overview, quick through the syllabus. Again, the only thing that's different between the Ardmore one and then the online or internet courses is that the Ardmore has face-to-face dates. That's the only difference. I'm actually happy to, with the permission of the Ardmore students, we can check into recording those sessions, face-to-face sessions at Ardmore, and making those available to you as well. I'm open to all that. Here's my contact information. You can see at the top right corner. There's my office phone. I'm not so good at checking that, and I'll try to get better. But I am excellent at responding to my mobile number. So there's my mobile number. You have my direct line. Please don't call me after 10 or before 7:30 in the morning. I usually work late at night. And you can text me, email me, Skype. I do Skype as well. Here's my Skype name if you want to do that. Google Hangouts. We have a plethora. Here's my website. It's newly created. And I did that as a model of what you're going to be doing in this course. So there's my professional site. You can check that out and look at all my adventures, many adventures I've had. And then I also have LinkedIn, maybe something you want to consider as well. It's a great networking tool. So there's my contact information, and hopefully all that's helpful. Oh, office hours. So in office hours are Tuesday, 1:30 to 4:30, and Thursday from 11 to 1:30. I'm going to try to see, hopefully that will work. And I've adjusted that somewhat. Again, hopefully that'll work. I had Wednesdays last week and it just wasn't well attended. So, and I try to give a little bit more morning hours and then more evening hours as well. So for those of you who work full-time, and a lot of you do, you can arrange a Google or an appointment with me via my Google Calendar that is linked here. And so you can go ahead and schedule that with me here if you want, or just text me, whatever. Okay. So there's your syllabus. You also have, and I put it as a separate document, you have a course calendar. When you click on that link, it will download a Word doc for you. And I have adapted this from another, she's an adjunct professor in the Social Behavior and Sciences department. And so here is our course timeline calendar. This is basically your checklist of what you should do. So here's your Getting Started module, and it gives you the weeks that it's covering. It gives you when everything's due, and then your module, your points possible. Actually, this is 10, and I'm going to have to change that. It maps on to the syllabus. So each of your assignments or modules are 10%, and then your other participation ones are 15. So I'm giving you more points for this. But here's your checklist items. You're going to go down this list, make sure that you've gotten all of it done. Basically view all the resources, watch the videos, participate in the activities, take the quiz. Okay? And it kind of gives you the topics covered as an overview. So this is just a general overview to help kind of keep you on track. I'm also hoping that this module format with the table of contents over here is going to help you get everything done. So everything you need to do is going to be on this one page anyway. Okay, and it's broken out into modules. So also, again, all projects and assignments are due Saturdays by 11:59 p.m. on the week assigned. And then your discussion boards are due Wednesdays. So I'll assign the discussion boards generally on Sundays. And then your initial post is due on Wednesdays, and your final post is due on Saturday by 11:59. Okay, so there is your course calendar, and then here's a little bit about me. I'm sure that I know when I was a student we talked about professors and teachers and that sort of thing, so hopefully you've heard good things. And then here's just a little bit more factual detail for you, kind of my background and intent. There's our CIDT group. Crystala did a great job of creating a video for me. You all are going to be doing a similar video. And that is linked here under YouTube, so you can click on that. There's the video. I love that picture. So there's the introduction. I won't take the time to watch the whole video during this video, but you can certainly go back and watch the entire thing on your own and kind of give you a little bit more of an idea of who you're going to be working with. Okay, and then let me just pause that. Then I have several social media accounts. One is a YouTube channel that I've created to house all of the videos, all the tutorial videos that I create for you. I started this last semester. Didn't really publish it to students a whole lot because I was still getting my feet on the ground with it, but it is here. So this is last semester's videos. Now, don't go back and watch those because I'm switching them up quite a bit this semester. I've reworked a lot based on student feedback. So I'm going to create a playlist for 3313 Spring 2016. And so the spring channel, the spring playlist will be yours, and that'll be completely relevant to all the stuff we're doing. So this is our YouTube channel that we're going to be using to house all our videos. That way you don't have to worry about organizing them on your computer, but you're certainly welcome to. And so please subscribe to that, and each time I post a new video that will be relevant to you and you'll be notified. I have a Twitter account, and you will too. So Twitter is definitely one of the most important Professional development, social media tools, I think it's probably honestly the best one. That's where I see most professional development happen. I need to spend a lot more time networking there, and I'm going to, but I've just been trying to get everything going so far. So I've been on there since 2010, and I just post. I don't spend a lot of time interacting, but I will going forward. I'll give you a quick start guide for Twitter, and hopefully you'll really like it. It's a great way to create a personal learning network for sure, and we'll talk about PLNs going forward. So you can go ahead and follow me, friend me on Twitter, create your account, and follow me on Twitter. We'll talk about this going forward in the semesters as well, though. Okay. And then there is Facebook. I've created a new Facebook just for professional reasons only. I don't post any personal information here. This is all just professional, and I recommend you do the same thing. You're going to find reasons that you want to use Facebook professionally. You can connect. Now, if you're teaching just K-12, I highly discourage you at this point from friending your students. You can create a liked page where people can like your page, but you aren't necessarily friends with them. You really want to, before you friend students, understand your school's policies and procedures regarding social media, because if students post things, you are a mandated reporter, and you are mandated to report those things that you see that could be hurtful to them or others. So we will talk more about digital citizenship for sure, but in the meantime, I have created this professional page just so that you can see a model of how to create a professional page that is useful for you in either with your students potentially, and be careful for ones under 18, and especially without parent permission, and certainly if you wanted to use them with your adult students like you all and myself. Again, I only publish professional things here too. I do post some personal stuff on my personal page, but I'm even very careful about personal stuff that I post on my personal page. So we're going to talk a lot about that going forward. Okay, so those are my social media you should know about at this point. We can talk more about that later. The next thing I want you to be aware of in this Getting Started module is our LibGuide. I am very excited about this. Our wonderful librarian, Mr. Miles, created this for us. Here's all the different tabs. There's the research starter. If you want to learn more about research, this is usually more geared towards master's students, but certainly you need this in undergrad too. So Encyclopedia of Education Technologies, he's done a fabulous job of putting these together for us. So How People Learn, that was one of my books for my doctorate program, one of my first books. It is a great book. So you definitely want to, that could be one I require in the future. You have the different books. These are some great books in here. And Video Games and Learning, Kurt Squire for sure. That's a great resource for you. So here's some other online categories or catalogs you should know about. Articles. Okay. So this is a great resource. I'm going to keep this up, so you'll want to keep track of this even after the class is over. Wonderful websites. He's done a great job citing your sources. APA is what we'll use, and it's the 6th edition. I have most of these books actually. And then assessment. So here's a little bit of quiz, and he created this in Google Docs. So that should be a very helpful tool. We didn't have that last semester, but this semester you do, and I think it's very helpful, and certainly helps the fact that I haven't required a book for you. Now you have it all here. Okay, and discussion boards. So I do have your first discussion board up, and it's linked here. And this week it's just an introduction, and I have posted mine already. So here's my picture, and So you're going to add a picture of yourself. Just make sure it's something that is professional. You don't have to be in a suit or anything like that, but make sure you could post it in church or in the newspaper, something that it's appropriate for sure. And give me a little bit of information about yourself. So tell me about your educational background, your professional background, your goals. Also, anything that I should know about you personally. Anyhow, anything that you want other students to know, in fact, because this is going to our entire course, including other students. So if you have a website or social media you want to share with us, no pressure with that at all. This is just a general introduction of things you'd like us to know about you. Okay. All right. Okay, and then here is your web account. So I'm going to need you to create different accounts for services online, cloud-based services throughout the semester. And this is just to get you started. Here are the accounts that you're going to need to get started with this course and be successful. First of all, go ahead and put your first and last name here. And then you're going to create a Google account. If you don't already have one, you can click to create several different accounts there. You just click on Add Accounts. And so you click on that link, it will take you to mail.google.com, and you'll be able to create your account there. Just click on Add Account. And Dropbox.com, the same thing. Go to Dropbox.com, click Sign Up, and then you'll be able to create your account. There's also tcea.org and join. You get free accounts. So I had one of the representatives reach out to me last semester and say, hey, can we give your students free accounts? And I said, absolutely. We'll make it available to them, and they have the option. The ticket is to click on this join up here. So click on the right join on the top right corner, and then you just put in your se.edu account, and then that allows you to create a free account. Okay. They are going to be having a conference at the beginning of February in Austin, and I'm considering going to that. So also make sure that you have your Southeastern email. Just give that to me just in case, so I have kind of one-stop shopping for all your accounts. And then your Microsoft 365 account. If you haven't already created one, you need to do that, and that is under Southeastern's help desk. Now I actually want to show you the place. There's lots of resources here for you, and I want to look up, it's under help desk and technology resources. There's several. Free or low-cost technology accounts. Here we go. So you can sign up. There's the Adobe Creative Cloud if you're going to do any graphic design. Major desktop publishing is under Adobe Creative Cloud. Here's your Office 365. And it's loading. So if you don't already have your free 365 account, here's where you can sign it up. Here's where you can register. You just click on that link. And I just went to the SE website and clicked on and typed in or searched for help desk. So enter your school's email address. Mine would be cjensen@se.edu, and then you get started. Okay. You get all the updated Office plus 1 terabyte of online storage for free. That's great. I think it's typically about $70 if you're not a student. Okay, $70 a year, I believe. Yeah. So those are your accounts. Please make sure you keep that up. I'm going to be adding other accounts as we go along that I want you to have and be aware of. One other that I want you to see actually is Digo. I put a lot of resources for you in this group. I created a 3313 group. I started last semester, and here's where I curate a lot of resources. We have previous students' websites. You can look at samples there. They created those in Weebly. And then I also just have a bunch of other, I have 137 links in here for you. So you're welcome to go through that. Here's the student sites. There's 50 of those: Games for Learning, Online Learning, Cyber Charters, Game-Based Learning, Minecraft, Professional Development, Digital Citizenship, we're going to be talking a lot about, and a little bit of gamification. So all of that's in Diigo. Definitely create a Diigo account and then subscribe to my 3313 channel. Okay, close some of these. Okay, so so that's all of the information you need for this Getting Started module. You then have a quiz at the end, and you can begin. It's just 10 questions, basic knowledge of what I really wanted you to take away from this module. And so I will record your score, but you can try to take the test as many times as possible. So just click begin, and then you'll see this screen. Okay. So here it's all true, false. All right. Okay, so that is the gist of this Getting Started module. Again, I really look forward to working with you this semester. If you have questions or concerns, please contact me right away. Again, I will also be assigning you learning partners, and you should get those this week. I also will post at least 1, sometimes 2 announcements per week, just to make sure you're staying on track with the course. And I also generally grade assignments within a week or 2 of them being submitted. I usually start on them pretty, right away or very quickly, but it usually takes me about a week or so, maybe 2, depending on the rest of my schedule, to get through them all. So again, if you have questions, please come to me very quickly, and I will do everything I can to help you. Again, my goal is for you to be really successful and for us to really create and mentor wonderful education technologists and innovative teachers, because Oklahoma really needs good, innovative, culturally responsive teachers, and so that's why I'm here. Again, thank you, and I really look forward to working with you. If you're ever on campus or near campus and you just want to come by for a cup of coffee or say hi, you can do that too. I'm on or near campus a lot, and so please don't be a stranger, and I hope to talk with you more and to hopefully meet you in person soon. Take care.